Most of the editing commands in Revit require a selection set to be defined. In order to complete this task efficiently, you should understand a few fundamental tools for selecting elements. Select all instances is a fast and efficient method of collecting multiple elements of similar properties. Filter is used when multiple families are selected and you wish to remove certain items from the selection. Once a selection set has been made, you can save this set for future use. This tool is found on the Manage ribbon. To recall previous selections, use the Load Selection tool, also found on the Manage ribbon. We'll begin by looking at Select All Elements in a view. If I select one of these concrete columns here, and then right mouse click, you'll note that I have a very fast way of selecting all elements similar to this one. I have two options, Visible in View or in Entire Project. In this case, I'm going to use in Entire Project. Up on the Context ribbon, you'll note here that we have the Filter tool. Let's select Filter. In the Filter dialog, I can confirm that I just have structural columns selected and I have a count of 26 items. Go ahead and select OK. This time, I'm going to use a window selection to select the entire model. I can then go up to the Context ribbon and select the Filter option once again. This time you'll note that we have multiple categories selected. If I just want the structural columns to be selected here, I could select Check None, and then select Structural Columns and click OK. We now just have structural columns in the selection set. These selection methods are relatively simple to achieve. However, if we zoom up on the steelwork on the roof here, you'll notice in this section here, we have these parapet support beams that I might want to select. Now, all of these parapet support beams are fairly short in length. Now, of course, I could hold the Control key down and then go around and start to manually select all of these, but there is a quicker way to do that. If we look in the project browser, you'll note that I've set up a structural framing schedule that just reports on the framing organized by its cut length. Now I can see here that all of these framing members using a HSS 3x2x1/8, I can select all of these here and then select the 3D view again. Just to ensure that I have only selected those parapet support beams, I can go ahead and utilize Isolate Elements. And now I can just confirm that I have those parapet support beams selected. Let's go ahead and reset my temporary hide isolate. Now, what I can do here is I can save this selection set so that I can record it at a later date. Let's select the Manage ribbon, and on the Manage ribbon, you'll note here that I can in fact save a selection. We'll name the selection set Parapet Support Beams and click OK. The selection set has now been saved. If I want to record a selection set, I can pick something else just to remove the selection. And then on the Manage ribbon, I can load selection set. And in here, you'll note that I have my parapet support beams that I can select and click OK. Finally, I can edit a selection by going to the Manage ribbon and selecting Edit Selection. Here you can see that I have some rule-based filters set up, but here our selection filters are displayed. So you can see here that I have my parapet support beams. Here I could edit the selection set. In this example here, I could select some of these and remove or add them using the Context ribbon up here. Or, in fact, I could simply just delete the selection if I wanted to.